everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Manning's Giants. With that, let's get up to MetLife Stadium in New Jersey as we say hello to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Arizona Cardinals and the New York Giants. Here's the former 7th-round pick, Rashad Jennings. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And certainly Jennings, Charles, he figures to get the majority of the carries for the Giants. What else do they have, though, in the backfield?
But remember, they let Andre Williams go. So he was a guy who at one point was a Heisman Trophy finalist out of Boston College. They ended up drafting Paul Perkins out of UCLA. One of those dynamic runners that never got his due. At the end of every game I ever worked that Paul Perkins played in, he ended up having big games, and it's almost like you forgot him throughout. But he's a guy who can carry the ball, catch it out of the backfield, and provide relief for Jennings. For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a play fake here on first down. And here the hook up good to Victor Cruz. And he's brought down after a good gain. They get 31 yards that time. And it's first down, New York.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Jennings. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there and doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level, you end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block it.
Jennings lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Following the fumble recovery, it's Palmer. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's the first time in this game that Carson Palmer finds Larry Fitzgerald. Likely won't be the last, but how about the way these two have helped each other's careers?
Yeah, they really have. It's hard to believe with Fitzgerald, or really both of these guys, how long they've been in the league now. But Fitzgerald, gosh, 3rd overall pick back in 04.
Yeah, how about that? Remember, Carson Palmer, a former Heisman Trophy winner, he's finally found a real home in Arizona.
And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Here's Palmer. He's got Floyd out left. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown.
Partner, we all know that Bruce Arians loves big shots downfield. And having John Brown back after missing most of August with some injuries, he's got to be excited because that guy can fly.
Absolutely. They'd love to have another 1,000-yard season out of him like they had in 2015. Caught right side, Gresham. It's a gain of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Underneath for Johnson. And he gets it down to the 32. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now Stanton. Screen play, Johnson. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third. Down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Palmer now to throw on 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Cardinals got it here with a first down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Chris Johnson from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And New York set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Okay, that incompletion gives me some time to pick the brain of Charles Davis as we're on the cusp of the NFL season. What do you see some themes, some predictions for this year, partner?
Well, let's start with the quarterbacks. We know that they continue to carry the league, and this is the most quarterback-centric time I've seen, not just in the NFL, but in football overall. You play through your quarterback. But that doesn't mean that the runners are not back in the game. I think we're in a running back renaissance. Take a look at what we saw in preseason. The 49ers were the leading rushing team in the NFL. How about the Tennessee Titans? They want to be physical and run it. DeMarco Murray, Derrick Henry, they're going to do that. Carolina, Seattle, you know they're run-first type teams. Then let's go ahead and look at defenses. Defense is not out of the game. Denver won it last year on defense. Carolina got there in large part because of their defense. That's going to be a key to everything.
Touchdown, Cardinals. David Johnson, 45 yards. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
They'll begin the drive with Rashawn Jennings. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Manning.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't.
He's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. It's one thing to have a big arm. It's another to have a big arm in touch. I think Eli Manning has always had both.
I agree with you totally, and I love that when he's in rhythm, he's just back there slinging it.
Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Manning now on first down. Cruz has it over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Odell Beckham, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. And his kick is no good. Misses the PAT, a mistake there. And this remains a 7-point game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And there's a flag on the play. And out of bounds there on the kick. They'll throw on first down here with Palmer. Completes it over the middle to Floyd. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 14 there. And the Cards are going to have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to... First down carry here for Johnson. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw in that play. No gain.
Now Palmer to throw on second down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Halfback sent in motion. Now Palmer on third and long. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
4th down. Here's Palmer. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, a great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. To throw, it's Manning. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. And, you know, one storyline that will be interesting to track, just switching gears here for a second while we have a moment, is 7 coaches with new teams this year in the NFL. See how that plays out as the regular season gets going.
And they got to their present assignment so many different ways. Chip Kelly getting a...
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're going to go for 2. To throw. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. The return man here, Dwayne Harris. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. So after the INT, it's Manning underneath for Jennings. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one. And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the line.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. And quickly they get to the line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Manning. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Kevin Minter. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.